If you're talking those top 10 or 15, then you're pretty much talking about these layer one protocols, perhaps. Perhaps. And maybe we can talk about them. I was fortunate enough to have a bunch of the layer one CEOs on the show. I had Emin Gunseer of AVAX and John Wu as co-founder, and we had the Hedera Hashgraphs on. I had Justin Sonatron and a couple others. And they all had a consensus algo that they thought was the best, and they all were building something that we all needed, right? We needed something that was faster and cheaper. And I was always impressed by the brain power. But I also asked them, like, how many are we going to need? And they said probably a handful, or keep them on one hand. Do you think that some of those will survive, consolidate others, and be kind of the blockchains of the future? And again, Cardano and DOT could be in there as well. Is that what you're kind of saying? Or were you also talking about like maybe a sandbox that does the same thing?
I think if you take a look at, if we break it all down to the different categories, because not all cryptocurrencies and digital asset projects are created equal. So you have these layer one protocols which everything builds upon. So it's like, and one of the things for people watching the video right now is that who got rich in the California gold rush? Was it the prospectors that came out there? Or was it the people that actually sold them the picks and shovels? Obviously, picks and shovels. So if you want to take a look at layer ones, the things that are being built on, that's why Ethereum does so well, because everything was built on Ethereum, and it's still being built on Ethereum. Unfortunately, I don't know if that merge is actually going to happen sometime this millennia, but hopefully we go. So yeah, I think some of these layer ones, it'll be somebody taking the lion's share, and then there'll be people or projects underneath. And I think Ethereum will do quite well. And again, if you take a look at like the team, the people behind it, like Dr. Gavin Wood for Polkadot. He was a part of Ethereum. He's already built or been a part of that ecosystem. So he knows what to do and how to actually make it go. So that's why I like Polkadot. Cardano, people don't like. Some people love Cardano or they hate Cardano, but Charles Hoskinson, again, was part of the Ethereum mafia, as I call him. So that could do pretty well. And then, of course, Avalanche, they got a really good system, and it seems like it could do quite well. Again, who knows? And then, of course, we got Solana, one of the new kids in the block that does pretty well. It does concern me that they've had a couple of stoppages, but maybe they can fix that because they're in beta. So for all these things that are going on, this is why you have to diversify, right? I don't think that I can tell you I won't put all my eggs in one basket and go, this is the winner, because I have no idea. And anybody out there on YouTube or Twitter or any kind of guru that says this is going to be the one is full of it. They have no idea what they're talking about. This is just, they're just speculation, and we go from there. So that's just the layer ones. But if we take a look back to, going below the top 20, what about Metaverse Place? What about the Sandbox? What about Engine? What about all the other cryptos that could potentially power these Metaverse Plays? This is even riskier. Because do you know of any metaverse that is really doing great, well, and just taking off? I don't know any of them yet. And I think that that's going to be maybe a 3-year, 5-year play before we figure out which one could actually be it. So this is, and maybe the next one isn't even being built. So all these projects that you have, just again, if you're taking a look at it, take a look at the cut. How big is the community that kind of drives things? Utility, team, and tokenomics. Just go from there. So if I had to invest, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Avalanche, little Solana, and some other stuff. That's all I'll say.
And no metaverse play? No Sandbox?
I had Sandbox. I've seen Sandbox, and it could, because it has a lot of people behind it, but I hold very, very little. I sold a chunk of it because when I look at these things, in 2017, you could see that the things that people were talking about, it was just hopes and dreams and white papers. And I kind of saw that in 2021, where I thought to myself, does this stuff really do anything yet? Are we really capturing a huge amount of the market share for what this is supposed to do? I didn't see it yet. Maybe in the next one. So Sandbox, I've sold a little bit off, but it could be the next great one. Don't know.